Well, it's been a quiet week here in Lake Skabegon, my hometown. This week's episode has it all. Voicemail, Matt from the band Pacifico, electromagnetic storms, Squid Games, Reverse Squid Games, and more. Matthew talks about his band, the Moontraveling Podcast, Pacifirecords, Lego, Star Trek, and a number of other topics.
Sitting in the way, I didn't even get to sit in the waiting room. I'm okay with it though.
Yeah, for sure. I haven't. I don't think I've ever taken full advantage. You know, as I understand, we can't hear the song, right? We can just see the video.
You can.
You can. You just have to press the. Yeah. Sorry. Go ahead, Kevin. I'm super laggy, so I didn't realize that Kevin had started talking.
So is Jared going to join us or what?
He's in Utah.
Gotcha. Yeah, it's a nice state. It's not as nice as Oregon, but
see, he doesn't get to podcast from these exotic places like you and me, Brock. Whenever we're on the road, we podcast. Right. That's right. I'm starting to beef with Jared Fries.
Start out by calling him Fries.
He won't know for at least a month and a half.
Right. Do we want to try and attempt to do a voicemail?
Well, let's do it. Let's attempt. Let's find out if we can do a voicemail.
Let me see.
Welcome to Attempting a Voicemail with the Squids.
Welcome back to... Okay, what do I do?
Let's see if we can play it.
Question mark.
Okay, share.
Ooh.
I love the ellipse segment.
Hey, all you listeners at home, because that's where you are, but you could be at work. Kevin right now is attempting technology. You see, Jared always talks about how he doesn't do anything for our podcast, but he does. He does. He plays the voicemails. He hosts them. He gets us started. He's our tech talk guy. If you want tech talk,
that's right.
Talk to Jared. They went to Jared.
All right. So voicemail.
Hey, Squids. It's Nick. I think it's Thanksgiving down there, so I want to say Happy Thanksgiving.
Also to you.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller. And I want to say, I've gone back to the old back catalog, and Canadians do eat beaver. I know this because I am one. A Canadian, not a beaver. Happy Thanksgiving, y'all.
I'm glad he clarified.
I also very much appreciate that he wished us a happy Thanksgiving, American Thanksgiving, not just Canadian Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, it's true, because if you wish us
belated.
Canadian Thanksgiving, it would be over, right?
Well, no, but what I'm saying is
that would be rude.
How thoughtful was that of him to wish us happy American Thanksgiving? I personally want to extend on behalf of the other three. You know what? Tell me if not, but happy belated Canadian Thanksgiving to all of you.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, that's okay. You can wish him that.
I mean, as I've told you guys, I celebrate both Thanksgivings every year.
You
do. You really?
I do.
It seems like a good idea because you get more big meals, right? More pie.
Oh, absolutely. So we save Pie Fest for the American Thanksgiving.
That's what I was going to ask. Yeah,
we do also have pie at Canadian Thanksgiving, but we don't go balls to the wall like we do.
Oh, good.
And it's typically it's a smaller family gathering for the Canadian one.
So it's harder to kick people out if they don't have a pie.
Right.
Yeah.
You feel a little more bad, Not a lot, just a little.
Sure. Yeah.
This just came to me, guys. I want to pitch this idea. We have Canadian Thanksgiving. We have American Thanksgiving. We love both of them. I celebrate both of them as well. But what about this? Let's add a third one. Let's call it America's Thanksgiving. The whole continent.
America's? Yeah.
No, I'm not being patriotic. That's not.
Yeah, all of them.
I'm saying
the entire continent.
North American Thanksgiving. Like we'll have both include Mexico if we need. Whatever.
Yeah.
Let's have another Thanksgiving.
Is there a Mexican equivalent holiday? Like, do they have a similarly themed and scheduled holiday as well, or because can't think of
Google.
it.
Hey Google, ask Anna Kipps if there's a Mexican Thanksgiving.
There we go. She might be able to tell us.
Right.
Yeah. Because there's that. Well, then there's like Barbados and everything else. So you got to. Sure. There's actually a lot of North American countries to consider.
And I understand, and that's why I wanted to.
Let's add them too. Let's
That's what I'm saying. Like, let's include.
I've always said more Thanksgiving the better. So
more.
I could be drinking eggnog all 2 months. I said, as though I wasn't doing it already.
Listener at home, as he lifts an eggnog to his lips. Yes, the eggnog has now approached the mustache. Oh, yes, it looks great. Oh, yep, there it is.
There we go. Yeah,
delicious.
Good stuff. Did you guys see Kemble posted an eggnog thing today?
He did.
Yeah.
He did.
Yeah.
Timestamp. Yeah, go back and find out. For you, for Missy, for Josh, that love to find out who our guests are and when we record. When this comes out, go back and find Josh Kemble's Instagram post, and then you'll know who we recorded with.
That's right. I just appreciate that.
Or will you? Because am I going to move this voicemail to an episode that is closer to Thanksgiving, so it makes more sense?
Probably.
The plot thickens.
Thicker than eggnog. Are you guys both into eggnog? Like, do you both enjoy it?
I don't.
I do
You
not.
don't. Okay.
No.
All right. Neither of you.
I appreciate the fact that eggnog exists and people enjoy it, and I celebrate your right to drink it, but it does not agree with me.
Kind of like you appreciate Kenny G.
Oh, love me some Kenny G, only because it's one initial at the end and 5 letters in the front. I'll always love my 5-letter, 1 letter at the end. That's weird. Artists. Let's name some more.
That's why they call you PDH.
That's right. Yeah, that's what we do anyways.
I'm sure he covered that, right? Whoa.
He has to have.
It's on saxophone, yeah.
Yeah.
Or is it on sousaphone?
It was always it'd be great if there was like the greatest hits of Kenny G but performed on sousaphone. So they're all like an octave down. And
Zamfir a Zamfir tribute to Kenny G.
Yeah, let's do it. Let's do it.
Hey Google, what would that sound like? Hey Gemini,
as performed by Michael Winslow.
That's fantastic. I think we need to ask our guest about this and just see if he's got any ideas.
Oh, please, that would be amazing. Pete, write that down. And Brock, execute it because I'll forget.
I'll apologize if I don't.
All right, great.
Yeah.
And then that begs a question for our listener. Once you hear this in the future, and if we do or if we don't ask them about it, you'll know that voicemail was at a sooner episode.
You'll know.
Right.
I love it's so meta. I love it. Teaser for a month and a half from now.
Maverick is going to come over. I talked to him about, hey, do you want to like come over and spin vinyl or play some tapes or whatever and eat some steak, and we're going to do it. So,
that's awesome.
Maverick.
Yeah, as of release, it will have happened already next Monday.
Nice. Brock, could you call us on 985-28 Squid and let us know how that went?
That's not a bad idea. I should call you while Maverick is here, and then we'll figure out like, hey, what's the haps? What should people be knowing?
What is the haps? And if you could also record a go listen, Brock, write that down.
What's the haps with that? Yeah.
What up hap with that?
How's your haps?
How's your haps? Are we creating new segments as we go?
I guess.
Why not?
Hey, happy Failure Puddle Friday, guys.
We did it.
We did it.
Yeah. Can you believe it?
Matthew's here. Should I let him in?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right.
Hi, everybody.
Yo.
Hey.
How's it going?
Oh, well.
Thanks for joining us tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having me. And I know that I said yes in the email or whatever, but I realized that at the top it had like a click yes if you're going to be at this thing, and I never clicked that.
Oh, no worries.
That's fine.
You know what?
We don't either. So
exactly. I was going to say no one ever RSVPs. It's like a party. Like you tell people they should respond. Respondez-vous. Respond s'il vous plaît.
Yeah,
and does anyone ever? None.
Right. No.
So
I mean, we don't even know which squid is going to show up today. So so
right.
So it's all good, my friend. Yeah,
it's true.
Well, I'm here.
Well, welcome.
We're glad to have you. It's been 2 months since Prayer Chain and poor old Lou.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. And
2 months, I guess a week or so. Yeah.
it wasn't in the cards, right? Like you weren't planning on being at the Seattle show, but you ended up being there after all, which is great.
Yeah, it was serendipitous. I have a friend that was also a huge Poor Blue and Rose Blossom fan, and he travels a bunch. And I I was like, if you want to go, I was like, I think I can get us in. I was like, I just don't have I was like, I just need to be as cheap as possible. And he's like, well, I've got points because he travels so much with Delta. He's like, I got points. I can get us there for free. And then I asked my wife, because she travels a bunch, and she had Hilton points, so I didn't pay for anything. So it worked out perfectly. Yeah.
There you go. Free trips are the best trips.
Yeah, most definitely.
And honestly, the free trip.
Everything, by the way?
Oh, absolutely. You're a professional, Matthew. I've heard your podcast. You sound great all the time.
Cool. Thanks.
So, Brock, you want to tell the listeners who we got?
Oh, yeah. Mayor Matt Pacifico was first elected as Altoona's mayor in 2013. On November 3rd, 2015, he was re-elected as the city's full-time mayor. So, Matt Pacifico, good to have you.
Cool. Yeah. Thanks. So yeah, you Googled Pacifico and you found a guy with that name.
Don't give away our tricks.
He's on to us. The rest of our guests have no idea he does that. So thank you for solving the puzzle.
I do. I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I've Googled myself before,
Right.
But
right.
It is
sure we all have.
No, I mean I have. I'm a governor of Minnesota. So
wait, are you really?
I used to be, yeah.
Every once in a while, though, I'll find like some article or review or something that I did not even know existed that I'm like, oh, well, crap. And so I do find cool things. So it's at least not completely vanity.
No, that's cool. That's very cool.
Yeah. No, to be completely and frankly serious, Matthew Schwartz is from the band Pacifico, the owner and operator of Pacifirecords, and the stalwart co-host of Moontraveling Podcast. Moontraveling, right? I was getting confused between the album title, which is different.
Yeah,
and
Moon
the podcast
Traveler,
title.
Moon Traveler.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I think whenever I'm referring to either one at this point, I use the wrong pronunciation, the wrong spelling. So,
Moon Travel, whatever.
Congratulations on
just
being
kind of
pervasive.
tail off, and you're fine.
Come on.
Yeah.
But welcome to our humble abode, our humble podcast home. We've been doing this for what more than a year and a half.
Yeah.
Now?
Yep.
Crazy.
That's wild.
Nutty. Hard to believe.
Yeah.
When did moon traveling start?
We started in 2021.
Okay, so you've been at this for a while.
Yeah. We were only on our third season because it's hard for us to get scheduling down and such. And we've been lucky enough to have some pretty good guests too. And sometimes it's hard to get their scheduling down. So
sure.
Well, it was particularly neat, I think, to be able to dial in and probably the Poor Old Lou podcast episode is probably one of the ones that was probably most downloaded, is my guess. That's maybe the one that people tuned in for the most.
Yeah, the first interview we did with them, there was something weird that happened, and I'm not sure what's going on, but there's some strange. I could pull it up and look what it was, but there was some kind of strange platform that I've never even heard of before that we got so many crazy streams from, and it was all in India. So I don't know if they have a real big Indian fan base, or if I had asked Scott, because Scott works with computers and like is really, really computer savvy. I was like, did you build a bot that just was giving you streams? And he's like, no, I didn't do that. He's like, that would have been smart though. But yeah, it was just really strange. It's like the jump between our next highest episode and that episode is like 100,000 streams. Like it's like kind of crazy. And I don't know where or why, that is.
I was thinking it'd be fun to create some sort of backstory about that, where like there was a coded, like kind of like you used to be able to record radio broadcasts that had like programming, the zeros and ones over the airwaves, and then you could play like Pong or something on your tape drive computer.
Ooh.
Maybe there's something that maybe that episode included bits of code that were crucial to national security in India.
Yeah,
I don't know. Like there's got to be.
Interesting.
I'll workshop this. I think we could come up with something.
Yeah, I think that everyone needs to listen to the podcast that we do, because it will make you smarter. You won't know why or how, but it just does somehow.
That's a great tagline. That's perfect. Yeah.
You reminded me though, like when Pacifico was first starting, we did a battle of the bands and here in Atlanta, and like the prize was some money, some gear, and a recording session, I think is what it was. And I think also playing at that venue, which was a pretty big venue in Atlanta at the time, called the Cotton Club. It's not here anymore. But if you've ever been to the Tabernacle in Atlanta, where they sell merch now, it used to be the Cotton Club. Anyway.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah. We played a show there, and this band that we were playing with, this was pretty early in this kind of stuff. They had a guy in their band was a coder, and he made a thing that I think it was a phone number that you had to call and vote. It was like pretty old school, but he figured out something where he had a computer vote for them. So like they won by a landslide, but also it wasn't real votes. And they gave it to him anyway, because I think that they also were like, well, I mean, that's pretty great ingenuity. Like we got to, kind of thing. But we were pissed at the time for sure. Cause like we won with real votes, but they won because of their packaging.
Man. Wow. It's a good thing that's never, ever happened again.
Yeah. Ever. Yeah.
It's fascinating to me that would be something that I feel like I want to know more about the mechanics. Like, was it like a phone based, like, yeah.
To be honest, it's too long ago. I don't remember exactly what they did. But when we did our first EP, the guy that did our artwork worked on the website for the Grammys, and I joked that I was like, if you could you have it redirect to our website? Like people go to the Grammys.com and it come to, and he's like, I could do that. I'd lose my job. I was like, yeah, but we get so many fucking views. Like,
oh my gosh, that's a missed opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the hackers still can. Dang it.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, well, the point of this is that we aren't hackers, and I never will.
In no way have we ever hacked anything. Yeah. And in no way will we. We're upright, upstanding citizens, I think.
Brigade.
But Moontraveling Podcast will hack your brain. I'm just kidding.
Right. Oh, man.
Life hacks. Exactly.
Life hacks. Yeah.
I'm adding that to my queue. I need my brain hacked.
Yeah, man. I didn't give you the opportunity to ask any procedural questions yet, but if you needed to know anything before we jump in, we're pretty free form, pretty conversational. We don't have a huge agenda, so anything you're interested in right now, we'd love to talk about. Anything we're interested in, we'll probably ask you about. So, is there anything else that you'd like to know before we jump into it, though?
No, I've listened to a couple episodes. I like
Great.
I like how freeform it is, honestly.
It can go off the rails.
Yeah, I'm into that.
All right.
Let's go.
Yeah, I mean,
let's be about 4 feet to the left.
And we only have 2 rules. I mean, if you have something you don't want in, time out. And that's our first rule. And the second rule is, let's get started.
That's it.
All right.
Yeah. Or let's continue, I guess, at this point.
Right.
I wanted to ask because I met you. I got to see you at the Seattle show, the Poor Old Lou and Prayer Chain show. But I didn't talk to you afterward. I think usually after a show, people are like pouring out, getting to their cars, leaving, whatever, or they're going to the after party or what have you. But what was your assessment of the show?
I thought it was a great show. I've been a huge Poor Lou fan since like Mind Size, and I got to see them twice when they did their first reunion shows at Cornerstone, and that was incredible. And I've never seen Rose Blossom Punch, and that Ephemer album like blew my mind when it came out. And so, but I'll be honest, I've never really got into the Prayer Chain. I'd heard their stuff here and there. I've had people be like, "Oh, you gotta check this out," and I was like, it was all right. Never really grabbed me, and I thought they put on a great show, but it's still, I mean, it just wasn't my thing. I watched it. I appreciated what they were doing.
Sure.
For me, like, with a band name called Pacifico, I got that from the Lassie Foundation, which that's Wayne's.
I was wondering if there was
band.
a connection. Yeah.
Yeah. And that's Wayne's band. So I would much rather, for Wayne, like Lassie Foundation and Starflyer are definitely more, my thing when it comes to what he's done. And of course, their bass player also was in Starflyer at one point too. So, and was he also in Perch? Was
that Campuzano?
Yeah, Campuzano. Was he also in last?
Yeah.
I believe he is.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
So yeah, those guys were, I like with those projects much more. But yeah,
it would be funny to have that bill just to be like, hey, let's do a Lassie Foundation Starflyer show. I feel like that would sell out. Like you could probably do a weekend of those if everybody wanted to do it.
We talked a little bit about that on our last that we did a follow-up episode. Was a joint episode with Roster Music Club and Rumors Are True. We had Poor Lou come on and talk about their experience with getting back together, and also talk briefly. They just released 2 cover songs, newly recorded and stuff. But yeah, we were talking about that because in Nashville, there was 3 nights of music. The first night, the show was built around Wayne Everett playing, and he played some solo stuff, and he played Lassie Foundation songs. And then we were also talking about, like, at the show in Nashville, that the most common band shirt you saw there was a Starflyer band shirt. Like, there was just so many of them. And so, like, we in the Starflyer fan group on Facebook, we made like a Venn diagram that showed Poor Old Lou, Prayer Chain, and Starflyer, and where they intersected and stuff, you know.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I think there is a lot of pour over with that. And in Seattle, the only reason we didn't get to hang out afterwards, I think that you said, I mean, the hustle and bustle was for real. I was with my buddy Ben, and we were trying to see if something was going on, but it didn't seem like anything was. So we left and we went to a bar, and then I was texting with Aaron, and he, wasn't telling me if anything was going on. Of course he was busy, but, and trying to text with a couple other people, see if they knew anything, but then they went next door and had an after party there. So we did go by there afterwards, but we didn't even go in or anything.
I'm glad you got to see it, because you also went to the Nashville show, right?
Correct. Yeah. I was going to go to that one anyway, because that's only 4 hours from my house, and my
a little more manageable. You don't even need points for that.
No, my good friend and a guitar player, CJ, he lives in Nashville, so I mean, I go out there a lot anyway, so stay with him.
Where did they play in Nashville?
Cannery Hall.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, and it was a bigger crowd than in Seattle. It was bigger by far. They played, I think, just one less song, maybe 2. I think it was just one less song.
Because Poor Old Lou was the opener for that one, right?
Yeah. And I was I had heard through the grapevine that Luxury was asked to be the third act, but
really?
It was just the 2 bands. I kind of felt like there should have been. I mean, like, obviously, I would have loved it if Jesse and Aaron did. Either Aaron opened up, played his own stuff, or Jesse and Aaron did Blank Books, because they were both there, and I would have played bass or something if they wanted to do that. But,
yeah.
Right.
But yeah,
Blank Books was a great project. That was quite something.
So good. So good. Yeah. I hope they do another EP or full length, whatever, but who knows?
Yeah. I was trying to remember with Rose Blossom Punch, because I've listened to all the podcast episodes, but I do not recall. Presumably they did shows as Rose Blossom Punch back in the day, but I didn't remember like how many of them there were, because it was kind of in between things, right? It was like after Aaron's involvement in Poor Old Lou, or like concurrent with maybe.
So we did an episode with the guys from Rose Blossom Punch, and I learned most of the answers to this there. But so if you want it from the horse's mouth, you can do that. But otherwise, I'll give you the truncated version, which is basically which was Rose Blossom Punch, and it's the infancy start of it, or the beginnings of it was the art course stuff. He was just asked to do something, and he did a song, and that was, if I'm correct, was 30 years ago this year. It was in 1995. And then the next year he did another song for Artcore 2. And then that was when they put out Star-Studded Super. No, it's not Star. What's it called? Picture of the Eight Wonder. And then the band broke up, and then he did their first album, Ephemera, which came out in 97. So, but they had, when they did the first thing, it was 3 guys, him, Terry, and I think Paul. And then Nick joined, and then from there it was just the 4 of them always.
Well, thanks for bringing Ephemera back to the fore, especially for like an anniversary celebration. As you know, I'm a big fan of album anniversaries, and so to have something to commemorate that was wonderful.
That I was just lucky to be a part of that, honestly. He wanted to re-release it, and I was like, can I do it? And so yeah, and then it went so well that we were able to do that 7-inch too with the 2 songs from Artcore, which I thought also went really, really well. And Hunter,
I didn't realize that those songs were from Artcore, but yeah, absolutely. Yeah. I bought all the different all the ephemera, I suppose.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and we were also able to remaster the only other song that they did, and that's on streaming now too, based on a true story, which he did redo and put on his second full-length solo album. But if you ask me, the Rose Blossom Punch version is much, much better.
Yeah. I was going to ask you about Pacifirecords because I'm assuming you started that kind of as an in-house thing for your own band. Is that right?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, the short story is for my when Pacifico started, we did an EP and then a split EP with Copeland, and then we were just demoing for labels and like got so close like a billion times with having record deals, but it was also at the time where the music industry was imploding, and so at least two different times our manager called us and said, hey, we've got a contract. One of them was Atlantic. I don't remember the other record label for the other one, but it was like a Friday. Hey, we're getting a contract. We're going to get it on Monday. You guys are going to get signed. So we're like, fuck yeah, and
Right.
then Monday rolls around, and because of the imploding of the music industry, that A&R guy, two separate occasions, different A&R guys got let go. And so then they're like, we're not going to honor that, and they were weary on bringing on new bands anyway. They already had too many and didn't know what to do with them, kind of thing. And to some degree, we might be happy that didn't happen, because we could have what happened to like Squad 5.0, where like you got an album that basically, at least that one came out. I had another friend that was on a label that they just held their album and it's never seen the light of day, and
that's kind of like album purgatory, right? Because like they can't do anything else with it because it's still under some sort of contract or some terms, and so the label is the only entity that can release it other than CDRs and that sort of thing.
Yeah, you got to break up and start a new project, or you got to get a lawyer to sue them to get you out of the contract,
Yeah.
So in some ways we might have been better off, but who knows? Maybe something would have happened. You never know what hits and what doesn't. But yeah, so then I ended up joining a label out of Portland called Alalam, and they put out our anthology album, which is basically all the stuff we were demoing for labels. And then they put out Face Down, which is an EP I did. I played all the instruments and stuff. And then he wanted me to do a full length. I did that with Jason Martin from Starflyer. And then so it came to my second full length. The label had disbanded. They decided they weren't going to do anymore. And so I was on my own. And so I didn't have enough money, like demo and then send stuff to labels to try to get, I needed money to start to get something, So my idea was I would create an album and put it out and then maybe shop it afterwards, kind of thing. So Kickstarter was becoming a new thing, and I was poor and solo, didn't have a band or anything. So I did a Kickstarter and it failed. And so then I'm like, fuck, what do I do? I can't afford to do this album. So I really had a come to Jesus moment, because I was like, am I a musician? Do I deserve to record an album? Like, should I just hang my hat up? Those kind of things. And I had some friends that were really, really supportive, that were like, dude, you're a musician. That's what you do. You, like, figure it out. Like, we'll figure it out, kind of thing. And long story short, I just worked like 3-4 jobs and saved money and recorded that album, Without Heroes, like in pieces. It took freaking ever. And when it was done, I know when I was talking to people about like doing PR and stuff, they were like, if it comes just from you and you're late, you don't have a label or anything like that, they're less likely to feature it or do a review of it or listen to it or whatever. So I needed to come up with an imprint. And so I came up with Pacifirecords for that album, just so it would look more legit. And like I said, I was going to shop it to some labels, and I tried to, but nobody picked it up. And so then when it came time for the next album, I was like, well, I guess that's on there too. And then it wasn't until after the pretty much 2021 again that it became a label that released anything other than Pacifico. And it was because I had two things happen. One, I had produced this band out of North Carolina called the Menders, and they wanted to release physical product, but didn't know how to do it, and really needed some help. And someone was like, well, why don't you put it out? You have a label. And I'm like, well, yeah, but I don't, that kind of thing. The other thing was Aaron. We had become friends. We'd started doing the podcast. He had told me that he had a new EP that he wanted to release and didn't know how to do it. And so through some friends that, pushed me and stuff, those were my first 2 releases that weren't my own. And of course I couldn't ask for 2 better releases, because they're both really freaking good. Yeah. And then since then it's just been, growing. And like this year I've done the most with it. We had 3 releases this year.
Yeah.
That's the most we've done. at all. We've had 12 total.
6 or 7 artists on the roster at this point.
Let's see. Pacifico, Kick Snare Crash, The Menders, A Sequence of Echoes, Aaron Sprinkle, and his, I guess Rose Blossom Punch.
Technically too.
Yeah, technically too. Yeah. So yeah, that would be 6. Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Love it. Well, and we also
you also put out the Morellis Forest tribute album as well.
Right.
Yeah,
and
we also put out a Starflyer tribute as well.
Yeah.
Right. Because I remember that one. I remember hearing about it and thinking that'd be cool. And at that time, I didn't have enough money to back it, unfortunately, or to grab one. But it sounded like a really cool idea. Because who was on the Starflyer tribute?
Squad's on it.
Yeah, Squad's on it. Huntington's are on it. Here, I'll tell you. I'm gonna pull it up right now.
It was called Major Awards. Is that right?
Yeah, it's called Major Awards. It was started in the group that the Facebook group, fan group for Starflyer. But it's got Jonathan Swift Bear, who is Richard Swift's brother. He's also in A Sequence of Echoes. Delore.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Delore. I found out about Delore from a tribute album to Brian Wilson that Aaron Sprinkle was also on.
Yeah, that's a great album. Yeah.
Yeah. The Mirror Radical. That's great. Glenn Yoder, The Summer Dolls, Squad 50, Conversing with Owls. Jesse Sprinkle is on there, and he's playing Blue Collar Love, which is a song that he played live with Starfire on tour with them. The September Equation. Daniel Markham, who also recorded with Jason Martin. Mono Space Typeface. Adios Comita. I hope I'm saying that right. They're on Velvet Blue. Pacifico, Huntington's. And I think that was all that was on the vinyl, but then we ended up having all these other songs that were also on there. So the Burning Paris and Fapest, is that how you say it? Fapest?
Fapeste, I think. The guy, because he was just on Caleb's show.
Yeah, he was just an album.
That was, yeah. And he just dropped a record recently, yeah.
Because the size of his records were Fapest A and Fapest B.
Oh, that's right.
So he played off of his name and did it that way.
That's
right.
Really, I like that. Yeah, but lots of really, really good artists, especially even on so if you go to get the digital copy, you get all let's see here. It's like 20, you get 35 songs, all covers.
That's a deal right there.
Yeah. It's pretty great.
Is Bandcamp Friday coming up? I was trying to remember when we're going to release this, if that's going to be right before Bandcamp Friday, because you've got some stuff for sale there. Yeah.
Is going to be December.
Yeah, it's that first Friday, December 5th. I mean, we can definitely put it out on the social media for sure, even if this episode doesn't come out first.
It's true, because there will be another one at some point.
Right.
Yeah, those things both. Honestly, almost every release I've put out has been someone approaching me about helping them put something out, or like the Morellis Forest was Sean, the bass player for Morellis Forest, contacted me and said I would like to do a tribute album. And
so we just talked to Sean. Was it last week or the week before?
Last week.
That's right. Yeah.
He's
super cool guy. But yeah, he was talking about the Morellis Forest tribute and being a part of that and kind of appreciating it. But yeah, in terms, you had mentioned that you had to work a bunch of jobs to be able to kind of make that first record. I'm curious what jobs those were, if you're interested in sharing.
Sure. Yeah. I mean, let's be real. Being a musician, I think, especially in today's climate, you got to hustle. So not a musician that has one job unless he is, barely doing any music. Because if you're doing music in any real way, it takes more time and effort than you can do if you only have one job. Unless you're just part-timing and you've got a sugar mama or a sugar daddy.
Right. We can't all be so lucky.
Yeah, exactly. But at the time I was living in, so I started recording Without Heroes when Pacifirecords started, when I was in North Carolina. I was living in Winston-Salem, North Carolina. And I started it there. I went up to, so the sections we did was I went to New York and recorded drums with Jesse Sprinkle. Then I came and recorded the bass, rhythm guitar, and vocals and piano with Matt Bowers, who he is a I'm going to forget the name of his band. I don't remember the name of his band. Doesn't matter. But he's a really, really great band in Greensboro, North Carolina. And then we did all that in one section. Then we went to Athens and we did strings. We had an actual string quartet. We did percussion, lead guitars, and background vocals in Athens. And then I moved to Baton Rouge, Louisiana, and then I finished the album. I did some extra keys, some extra horns, and some extra percussion, I think. Anyway, just the last little bits. And then of course I had to be mixed and mastered and all that kind of stuff. But the jobs I had, I was working when I was in North Carolina at a battery company where we would do backup battery systems for
interesting.
Yeah, for like corporations and stuff. So for people that don't know what that means is that if the power were to go out, there's like typically I think like 5 to 7 seconds that you don't have power between the power going off and your generator coming on.
Mm-hmm.
So these large corporations will get backup battery systems. That way they'll never lose power. It just comes on. It's not supposed to hold it for long. It's only supposed to hold it for a couple seconds. And so we would install those and maintenance those and all that kind of stuff. And I traveled the southeast doing that. So I did that, and I delivered pizzas, and I did a lot of weekend warrior music stuff and just put all the money away.
There we go.
Cool.
So just like Square things, basically, was your job.
Yeah. Square things.
For the backup battery thing, was it like, were they like battery cells installed in walls or something, or was it?
Oh man, these things, it depends. I mean, there were some smaller ones or some bigger ones, but the smallest ones were about the size of maybe 2 car batteries. And the biggest ones were like, I don't know, like 4 foot tall, 3 by 3 and like 4 foot tall or something like that. They were super heavy. It was great because I stayed in shape. I had to move all this stuff around. You
got to move these things around.
Get free workout, and get paid really well. I hated that job when it started. Like hated it. But I ended up really, really enjoying it at the end. I mean, one of the problems was they didn't give me the job when I first started because, like, literally, and I'm not even joking, I was told I didn't get the job because I didn't have a pickup truck.
Like you needed to bring your own truck to the job?
I wasn't redneck enough, basically.
Yeah, I guess. I mean,
I wasn't a good old boy.
That's just unusual to me. I feel like any successful company should have its own assets, right? Like, hey, here's your truck. You're going to move batteries around. But
it wasn't had nothing to do with being able to use my truck. They just saw that I was not driving a truck, and therefore,
I see. They wanted a truck guy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
and they hired a truck guy, and he like left in the first week or something like that. So they called me back. I got the job.
See, that's what you get when you hire a truck guy.
Yeah, there you go.
You need what do you drive?
I drive a Honda Insight, which is a hybrid.
See?
So
you need a hybrid guy.
But you got
got batteries
on the back.
Yeah.
You're fine. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. You can squeeze them and everything.
That's right.
But yeah, by the end, I mean, we all became really good friends, and they called me the fiddler because I play guitar.
Oh, nice.
And yeah, we all had nicknames. Like.
Of course.
But yeah, it was good.
What should people know about pizza delivery from your experience? What are some things that people either should do or shouldn't do?
I mean, I don't care what kind of service industry you're in. You should definitely tip people. I mean,
thank you. Yes.
Let's be real. We live in a society where no one's getting paid enough. And so like if someone's doing something where the effort is larger, like I get it. If you're going someplace and you build your own, like you go to Subway, I get it. Maybe you can tip them because they're building it, but also you're doing half the work. If you go to a hibachi place, like tip them. Sure, they're doing the work. But if you're going to some place where you're building something yourself, whatever, like was it a Korean hot pot? Like I shouldn't be tipping anybody. I'm cooking my own food. Like you're tipping me.
Right.
Like
you're going in the melting pot. You're making it. They're just bringing the food. Right.
Exactly. But like delivering pizza, man. I was telling somebody that day, like we would deliver in the snow. Like the first time we had like a snowfall, like it was pretty significant in North Carolina, and that I was working there. They told me, like, we are a Michigan company. It snows there all the time. There's no way you're getting out because it's snowing. You have to show up to work. So I'm slipping and sliding all over the road, trying to take these pizzas to people and going really slow. There's no one. It's far enough south that still when it snows, nobody does anything. But there would be sometimes I would deliver pizza, and whether it was a snow or not, but definitely on that snow times that I wouldn't get tips at all. And I'm like, are you effing kidding me? Like I'm freezing
in the snow, risking my life for your hot
risking
pizza.
my life. Yeah. Or they complain that it wasn't there quick enough. And I'm like,
but especially in somewhere south where they don't know how to deal with the snow. I mean, that's,
I gotten really good at I can drive in snow now.
Good.
Excellent.
So
Good.
that was
It's a good skill.
Good skill to get. Yeah. But yeah, I mean, just tip people. I mean, other than that, I mean, I don't think there's really anything like most people that work at pizza places are pretty cool, pretty chill. Like it takes a lot to piss somebody off. So if you're pissing someone off, you're the asshole.
Yeah.
Right. That's a pretty easy indicator.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, and I work in the service industry as well, so it's like if you're pissing somebody off, it's you, because we're chill for the most part.
Yeah. I mean, even if you got a problem with something, if you try to like talk to them like they're actual people, you know, and not your slave, then people are gonna be cool and be like, yeah, I'll handle that. I'm sorry that even happened or whatever. You know, stuff happens.
Oh, exactly. Talk one-on-one, like talk like we're humans, and we'll bend over backwards for you.
Yeah, 100%.
Right.
Yeah, I suppose too. Like I remember the last time I think I worked in food service I was like 23, and I feel like that's, you know, people of a certain age. It's like there's nothing wrong with being 23, but I know far more about the world now than I did then, and so I feel like always has to factor into the equation of a reasonable person if they're buying food or having food delivered.
Well, I mean, that's one of those things. I think that everyone should be forced to work a service job at least. For a
I heard somebody say that kind of like mandatory military service. Just like, hey, here's the battle lines. Your job is to get all this food to people and make them happy about it. That's a hard job.
There's some comedian that, if I remember correctly, the whole gist was like everyone should have to work service industry for at least a year, and then at that point you realize your ranch is not that fucking important.
100%. Right.
You know, I can make my own ranch. I've got sour cream. I've got the little packet from Hidden Valley.
I've been
wherever they keep it.
Right.
Yeah.
If I want to go to eat with you, where you pulling this stuff out and make your own ranch at the table.
Yeah, Brock, can we do that?
Honestly, this is giving me ideas. Like I do need like an emergency ranch kit. You know, I just pack it up, put it in the car, just in case. Oh, I'm sorry, we're out of ranch. No, we're not. We've got it right here.
I've got my ERK. I'm ready to go.
Because what do they make? I feel like in an age where you can get almost anything, like, you know, like instant types of food, there's got to be instant sour cream, right? You just like add water and whip it up, and there it is.
Oh, it's got to be an MRE somewhere.
Well, they got those. They've got those packets you can get. They're in the aisle. I think they're actually in the ranch aisle, but they also, I think, where the prepaid stuff where you can get like the chili in a like a paper bag kind of thing. They've got a ranch thing there that I think that you just add water and mix it up.
There we go. Right, because I feel like, I mean, maybe I'm mistaken. Like the Hidden Valley packet that comes on your like your Cobb salad or whatever, like that stuff goes bad eventually, right? If it's already mixed up and everying. But there's got to be some sort of shelf stable. Like there's got to be a way to have emergency ranch in my car.
Well, I mean, we're getting to there's always a shelf life for everything, but
right.
There are some things that have longer shelf lives than other things, and
that's true.
In the right circumstances, if you keep something cold enough or room temperature enough, depending on how it's packaged, it'll last. Some things will last quite a while, and there's a lot of things that they tell you, like here's a little nugget for you guys listening here. If they say sell by date, that's the date they have to sell it. That's not the date you have to eat it by. Typically it's 9 to 14 days after that. Obviously, if it's something that wilts, let's go more than like the 9,
right.
Or spoils. But like, again, if you're keeping it in the fridge immediately and all that kind of stuff, it's going to be much better than if you kept it out, And apparently you're not supposed to, like, if you've got pizza and you left it out on the counter out all night, you should just throw that away. Apparently it's already screwed and you should not put that in your body anymore.
Wow.
But
that both explains a lot and mystifies me.
Yeah. Right.
Like I can see, I totally understand how that could be true, and I wholeheartedly reject it. Like I'm not leaving pizza behind.
Yeah, no pizza left behind.
Question 1: why is there pizza left over?
Question 2: put that in the fridge right away.
Right.
I don't know about you guys. I grew up in one of those households that my whole life, and I didn't really notice until I was starting to live on my own. And I definitely see it all the time now. But there is, I have to question everything that I pull out before I eat it.
Oh, sure.
Because it's most definitely it's a household where it's like, oh, that's fine, and it's that used by 2024, and I'm like, I don't know
right.
if it is fine anymore.
Right.
You and I are the same. I think that's exactly how I grew up too.
You open up the salsa, whatever, and it's got that smell that smells real tangy, and you're like, no, I'm pretty sure this got that metallic, like it's like
it's finally good.
No,
if you taste it tastes like a battery. You put a battery in your tongue. It's like you're like, I'm pretty sure that's not good anymore.
I mean, that's why the label says battery tangy salsa. I mean, that's that is
that's
my special
the workaround.
variety.
You got to make a salsa that says battery tangy salsa,
and then the world will never know. Right?
A vinegar forward salsa.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like those.
I'm drunk, and all I had was salsa for dinner.
Cue ambulance, right?
Yeah,
I had that recently with Costco. Has this really tasty, like it's a fresh salsa, and it comes in a
I forgot you said
well-sealed
salsa
package.
that way. Yeah,
salsa.
Yeah, wait, is that salsa?
Salsa, yeah.
Salsa. Would you like more salsa?
No, you say it whatever you want. I just forgot that you said it that way.
I'm saying it wrong. Yeah,
I mean,
I'm
you can
gonna
say
be self-conscious about it.
Brock, I love you. You say whatever you want, but I forgot you said it that way.
I get in trouble for saying I'm going to say it right now because I know what I say, but I say pillow as pillow.
Pillow, sure,
yeah,
pillow.
Yep.
And
that doesn't bother me like salsa does. So you're fine.
Anyway, go on with your.
So I get the big like Costco size thing, right? Because it's a Costco product. We are a Costco membership household, but we are not a Costco sized family.
Oh,
and
you
so
got good deals on Legos.
It's all that Patreon money.
Yeah, let me know. Let me know the next deal on Lego. I'll send you some money. All right, sorry.
Keep my eyes open. Yeah. Hey, check this out. That's
come
beautiful.
On. All right, I'll take you on a tour of my basement later. All right, continue.
I think that has to be the next thing. No, just to say that all that salsa in the container is
good job.
It's like turned before we're halfway through, and so I open it up. I'm ready to. You got your whole meal ready to go, right? Like if it's like a bowl or a quesadilla or something like this. I'm like, I would love nothing more than some good fresh salsa on top of this.
You said all those words right except salsa.
It's not good anymore. It's got that battery taste, and so
yeah. It is interesting because, like, obviously buying in bulk is going to be cheaper, and if you were to use all of it, it would be more economic and in a whole way. But like I don't think most households ever get through any of those large things that they sell. And I mean, man, if you start talking about just food waste in general, like the fact that we've got so many people in the world, and much less in the US, much less in your state, in your county, in your city, that are starving, and yet we throw away so much food every day, that calculation upsets me so badly. And especially when there's still they've changed it in other countries, but in America it's still illegal for corporations, like if you work at Wendy's and you got stuff left over, you can't give that to a homeless shelter. You have to throw that away. That is so sad and effed up, in my opinion. But
agreed.
There are those great the sites. I believe that for a while there was that site that would do and some companies also partnered with them that they would do the
Too Good to Go.
Right.
One?
Thank you. Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. There's something. There has been some changes, but it's still like the inequality in the food is just freaking sad.
No, and what I'm saying is I wish more of those companies would partner with places like that, is what I'm trying to say there.
Yeah. So if you want something to donate to this holiday.
That's
exactly.
Right. Pete and Kevin, are either of you dumpster divers? I forget.
Ooh, I have dove in a dumpster in my day. Yeah. But only if I see a nice CD or a media, but not usually for food.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's not. I mean, I realize what that says, but usually I'm going for some sort of media because it's usually at college. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I've never been dumpster diving. I think the idea, even though I know like we have a Dunkin' Donuts down the street, I know they're throwing their stuff out. I know that if I know when they close and I go out afterwards to their dumpster, I could get a crap ton of really great donuts for free. And I know that they would probably be double bagged and be completely fine, but I just, A, I'm asleep. B, I'm lazy. And C, I'm still afraid.
Yeah, and I do need to make that caveat is that normally, when I dove in a dumpster, because I realize that this is a thing. I mean, it's when I've been at a college and kids are going home for the year and they're throwing away the good stuff. Like they're throwing away those CDs.
Crown Royal.
You know, well, no, I worked at a Christian college, so
Crown Royal.
If that's Crown Royal. If that's in the dumpster, I'm not telling administration. And number two,
if it's wine, they're just putting it back into water. So,
well, either one, I'm taking it for myself, and or some sort of like couches have been thrown away. Like I've got some good stuff from dumpster.
Yeah, I'm definitely not above. You know, like if there's something out on the curb. Like grabbing stuff like that. Yep. Now, when I was working at Honeydew Donuts, I kind of took out the middleman, so to say. So because I had the closing shift, so all the like bagels and donuts that were supposed to go in the dumpster would come home with me.
Oh, yeah, right.
As it should.
Or a good friend, right? Exactly.
Yep. That was great. We didn't pay for bagels for like 2 whole school years.
Oh, yeah. So that contributes to some of the is the food good? Is the food bad? I was used to that from growing up of like, oh, hey, we've got some stuff that is it good? Is it bad? Better find out. Find out as in consume and then find out later. But I think that set me up to appreciate the fact that there's a bunch of stuff that might not be all bad, and so that's still my inclination. Like at this point, I have a grown-up job. I think my grown-up job would dictate that I'm not seen dumpster diving. It's probably a good idea for me not to do that, right?
Right.
So, but there's also still like but that's food. That's a hamburger. That's a pizza. That's whatever else. And so, yeah. My work takes me traveling occasionally, and last week I was out traveling for work. But in the hallway, it was this boutique. I forget if any of you know McMenamins. I was staying at McMenamins property, and they have decent food in house, right? And so, I was getting back from my night out and staying in this hotel room, and down the hall, it's one of those service trays. Like when you stay in a hotel and you're done with whatever food you ordered, you put it out in the hallway so that the service workers can come by and pick it up later. And I kid you not, there's a full basket of tater tots, with ranch and like 3/4 of a pizza. And I'm like, the hell you're doing that? No, I'm bringing this in. And so it's kind of the furtive looking around, key card at the ready, gonna dash grab, get it into my room so nobody can see me. And then, obviously consume the entire thing. It was great.
Oh, perfect.
Yeah, I'd do that.
I mean, back in the day when we used to tour full time. Like I was never above free food. Like, cause I mean, we had, I think a $5 per diem and that's all we had to eat on all day. So dollar menuing it unless some venue is giving us food or venue giving us food, but we were definitely starving. So if somebody were not to eat their tater tots or if I saw something like that, oh heck yeah. And before I learned to drink responsibly, I would also be at the end of the party and just throw all the beers in one beer glass and drink it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I forget what Steinbeck called it because he wrote about that in Cannery Row and Tortilla Flat. There was just the jug of juice that all the guys that lived in that one house drank from.
That's so funny.
I've been there.
I would love for a doctor to leave you guys a message or leave a comment or whatever. Write you an email to let us know if consuming food like that, consuming food that's a little bit past the date, drinking after people and stuff, is that better for our immune system or is it worse for our immune system?
Oh, I really
would
please.
like to know the answer to that.
Yeah, it's 985-28 Squid.
Right. There you go.
Doctor. He doesn't listen to us often.
We're lost me? Oh, no.
Nope. I'm back. No, there was a small lag. I know Dr. Oz.
I had it too.
Back. Are you back? All right, everyone. All right, cool. Yeah. Time in. Dr. Oz, I know if you're listening, call 985-28 Squid. And then my joke was, but it lagged, Dr. Oz does not listen. Yeah. Anyway, that was a joke that was it fell flat because of internet connection. Continue.
Someone told me, a good friend of mine was telling me if there's some kind of electromagnetic thing going on this week, and that's why you can see the northern lights a little bit further south, and that
we saw that
affecting a lot of like electrical things like apps and computer centers and stuff, and also affecting people. And everyone I know, I don't know about you, maybe we can do a test right here. I slept terrible last night, and so did all the people I've talked to today. So
yeah,
horrible. So maybe that has something to do with that too. Brock, did you sleep bad?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't remember sleeping poorly last night, but maybe the night before. Are we talking about the electromagnetic storm in the? Outer space.
Correct.
I mean, I can tell you, within the last week of this recording, I've slept horribly. So yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah.
Hi. Is anybody there? We got Kevin.
Oh, all right. I'm back.
Did it freeze for everybody or just me?
It froze for me and then kicked me out.
Okay. It kicked me out too. Yeah. Is that a first time?
Yeah, actually. Oh, there goes Brock.
There we go.
Nice.
All right. Am I back? Are you all? Sorry about that.
That's all right.
It's all right.
I got kicked out too. So
I think what we can do to solve these problems is not talk about any of the weather storms.
Or Dr. Oz. It
Electromagnetic.
might have been Dr. Oz.
That was probably it. Dr. Oz doesn't want the truth coming out. That's probably it.
When Pete gets back, he can apologize for me saying get fucked.
Yep. That'll be Wait, did we get that recorded?
Oh, I don't know.
I mean, I hope you got recorded because wow, we talked about it and it happened. We spoke into it.
Wow, amazing.
Okay, so we'll keep this more, online.
Robot overlords. I'm sorry we spoke about everything that happened. Do we bring sacrifices now? What happened? I'm back. Everybody back?
Am I back?
I'm back. Okay.
Oh, I keep getting.
I think so.
My internet connection is unstable.
Yeah, mine says that too. And I'm a strong. My internet. I can't say much about myself, but my internet is strong.
Same.
At least we know.
Wow, it's everybody.
Intense.
Hey, wow. I can't wait to hear this recording and hope we. This is a moment in history.
Keep it all in. Hey, what are you? You there?
I mean, this is a moment in history. Amazing.
It's really what the people ask for. I think what the people need.
I think that the man is trying to silence me, and
I think that's it. So say it now. Get it out. Let the world know.
Sing it out.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, welcome back, guys.
I was like, what were we talking about? Oh, right, the Northern Lights.
Right. Welcome back to the Northern Lights edition of A Pickle Home Companion.
So, Pete, you do Lego.
I do Lego.
How do you say it? Oh,
I say Lego.
I create Lego.
No, even though I said S at the end, or I think the other two are frozen, but we're still here, right?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay. All right, cool.
I'll turn my camera off. Maybe that'll.
No, it's not you. It's us. It's all of us, really.
It's not you. It's me.
I mean, it's not you. It's the other two. The way I say, because maybe the robots will say, "All right, they're done talking about the," and we're talking about Lego now, so it'll be fine. I say I build Lego.
Build. Good.
Or I do Lego. I've learned that there's no S at the end.
Yeah, it's like vinyl.
Yeah, there's no vinyls.
Yeah. I collect and sell vinyl.
Right. Yeah, right. You might add, was that a snake? Yes, it was. Yeah. I build Lego, and I appreciate the tactile experience of it. I'm like, it's just something that I know I can build, like IKEA furniture.
Yeah, I did it when I was a child, but I hadn't built it until last year. So
we call that a dark out period, is what they call it.
Yeah. Yeah. So right now I do lots of little jobs too, and one of my gigs is I do companion care with the elderly.
Oh, beautiful.
And there's a man that I met last year that I started working with, and he's 77 and he's got Parkinson's and he loves Lego. And so I came over to his house and he's like asking me if I like Lego, and I was like, I don't know, I've never really, done it since I was a kid, but I remember liking it, so I'm sure I'll like it again. And at first it was super overwhelming because I was like, I think I couldn't see the trees for the forest. But
right.
But then I started going, and I think the way they do it is really, really well because it's bags and each bag has a step and all that kind of stuff. But
they've really improved that way because it didn't used to be, and now it really has improved, right?
Yeah, so I started doing it with him, and he has a lot of money, so I do lots of big stuff with him. We've done the Titanic.
I have one over there.
Tower.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool, right?
Yeah, I mean, like we just finished today I'm going to say it wrong, but the German castle that they've got.
Oh, cool. Yep. Whatever. I also don't know, but yeah, I know what you mean.
Yeah, but I don't have much of my own because it's so expensive, and that's the thing that I really hate about it. That it's so expensive.
Yeah,
but yeah, I really do enjoy it. The other problem with doing it at home on my own is that some of the ones I think are tacky, and where do you put them and what do you do? Like, I don't. You said you have a Lego room. I have a townhome, and I don't even have a studio for my music. I just kind of move my DAW around the house to where I want to be.
Mm-hmm.
So I definitely don't have a room for Lego. So I'm trying to get sets that there's two ways I do it. Either I get sets that I don't mind, that I can put up, in someplace somehow. Like the set I showed you now is like the Alpine Village.
Yeah.
Alpine, whatever the heck.
Yeah, it's a fun. Is that the one with the outhouse?
Yeah, it's got an outhouse and a skating rink and that kind of stuff.
That outhouse is awesome. I built a bunch of outhouses from that plan. It's super cool.
I think we got somebody pooping in there. Yep, we do.
Yeah. I have it. It's over there. I can't get to it, but I have that one too. It's amazing. Yeah.
I got that because we decided that we're going to get Christmas stuff because you can put out Christmas decorations, so that we're going to get Lego stuff for Christmas decorations.
That's cool.
That's
nice. That's great.
But yeah, if I don't do that, if I get something that I want to build but I don't want to display it, we have a couple stores and I just resell it back to them. Basically,
that's cool.
Doing a library system, and they give money cash, or they'll give you, like most places, the cash, or they'll give you more store credit, and so a lot of times I'll just else there. But yeah,
100%. There's some great secondhand Lego stores near me that will give you, cash or double the store credit back or whatever they do. It's all different. But I for me, it's a de-stressor. I love the de-stressing of building something. I mean, I have the Titanic. It's not because I have a lot of money. It's because my parents, every year my parents are like, I don't know what to get you. You're a grown adult. I don't know what to do. I'm an only child, but I want to give you a Christmas gift. And years ago, we realized that we wanted to like Lego because I used to build Lego with my dad. It's that kind of experience. So they would be like, all right, so what Lego set do you want this year? And because I'm an only child, because they can't give me anything else and I don't want anything else, they're like, all right, what Lego set? So I got the Titanic one year, and that was a great build. That was fun. Yeah. So I'm sure you did that with your friend. It's a fun build. And I think that it's very cool. It was very repetitive in some of those builds, and that's kind of cool for what you were caring for. Like the repetitive nature is kind of fun too.
Yeah. What is your next build? What are you most excited about doing next?
Oh man, I just got the arcade set. It was like under $50.
Seen that.
I did the Pac-Man, and I love Pac-Man. So I did that one. I think that the arcade set is fun because I love the old arcade games.
Yeah.
The one I just did was the Star Wars logo.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That was a fun build. I want to get the Willy Wonka chocolate factory build, but again, so expensive.
Yeah. I'm going to splurge, and on Black Friday we're getting the Star Trek.
The Enterprise.
Yeah,
that's on my
first
wish
time
list,
they're ever going to have that. They've never done it before, so they've licensed it, and it's coming out Black Friday.
That IP was expensive, from what some
I'm
friends in
sure.
the industry knew. And
Are we going to have a Star Trek Lego movie too?
Oh, I hope so.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Or at least an episode
with Chris Pratt again.
Right.
I really love Star Trek too. So that's
same.
My wife and I are huge Trekkies. I got into that during the pandemic. Yeah, so that we're gonna splurge and get that guy.
What was your first exposure to Trek, Matthew?
So growing up, I think my first exposure was watching, I don't know which movie. I remember as a kid, my favorite movie was the Star Trek Voyage Home, or whatever it's called, with the whales.
With the whales. I was going to say it's going to be the
whales. Love that movie. But I remember seeing the movies when I was a kid. But that was about it as I saw the movies. And then when they did the Chris Pine movies, which Pratt and Pine are two different people, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But when they did the remake, I watched those movies and I really liked that. But it was during the pandemic. What am I going to get into? So the two things that I got into during the pandemic that were movie TV related is I made a list of the most popular Westerns of all time and went through that.
Cool.
And
wow.
I'm like really methodical. Like
sure.
I guess that's the right word, but I would go through and find lists for things. And this is what I did for Star Trek is I went through and found any list that had like the best Star Trek episodes ever over any of the series. And then I compiled them and made a spreadsheet on Excel, which I still have.
Okay.
With the top 100 Star Trek episodes ever based on any kind of data I could have found on the internet at the time.
Is this something that we get to see later?
I hope
I can send it to you if you want.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
I would love that because we also watched Star Trek over the pandemic.
And it is interesting because some of the episodes I'm like, really that? And it was at the infancy of I think the only show at that time that was new was Discovery. I think they only had like the first season. Maybe they were about to come out with the second season. So there's not much new stuff. It's but it was interesting. It was cool, and that's what got me into it because I was like, as an adult watching it and going, "Oh crap, this is real good."
Right.
And why did this episode of The Orville make it on there?
Right. Yeah. Well, I watched some of that. That's a great show too.
And it's really good. I really like The Orville.
Yeah, that's super good. What are your thoughts on Picard?
After watching the 100 episodes, started with Next Generation, and watched that. Then I started Picard. But like, I think right as I watched the first season of Picard, then I got my wife to want to watch Star Trek. So then we basically started all over again, and we watched Next Generation again. And I think actually no, we started with Picard. And we watched the first two seasons. The first season of Picard is awful. It's just terrible. Yeah. Second season was actually pretty good.
Super good. Right.
And then at the time there was no third season. So then we went back and we watched Next Generation. And then we just been going through the shows and we keep going, oh, we need to go watch the last season of Picard, but we haven't. But I've heard it's amazing. So
yeah, no, the last season was pretty great. Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. Even though I'm sure some people are upset that the Lego set is Next Generation, I'm stoked that it is because that's my favorite of all of them. So.
How do you feel about the original series?
So
Sorry,
I've only watched
the episode. But here we are.
Oh, here we are. Yeah. I've only watched the episodes that was in my list, but the episodes I saw really stood up.
Okay.
I really love how much that they challenged the viewers at the time and really pushed. I didn't know this for the longest time, but Lucille Ball is the reason that it existed.
Desi Lou. Yep.
Yeah. And she really, really advocated for it, which is really awesome. And I'm a huge Mad Men fan, and they had an episode about Star Trek on that too. That was really good too.
Which episode was that?
There was an episode where one of the guys that I think he used to, or maybe still does. Anyway, one of the guys that did work there or what? No, he used to work there, and he was still friends with the guy that was working in advertising for TV. And he pitched him a script to give to Star Trek, to the producers of Star Trek. And I think he did, but they didn't like it, so they didn't use it. And he was real bummed. But it was the whole episode.
Right. Yeah, because I'm trying to remember if I saw all of Mad Men or not. But that would have been
that was another pandemic viewing for me. It was Star Trek and Mad Men. Yeah,
there you go.
Legitimately. So and the only reason I bring up the original series is listeners of this podcast know I'm from my hometown of Ticonderoga, New York. they have a 1-to-1 scale Star Trek the original series.
That's right.
Museum, and there's cool. a super fan who has done some of the fan fiction, some of the fan series that they put out.
Interesting.
He recreated this, and it's the only officially licensed Desilu Paramount 1-to-1 scale Star Trek the original, and he's working on Next Gen now. Museum, and it has all the sets. It's from the original blueprints, and then he went through the series, and like if something was tweaked, while they shot it, he fixed it so it would be like it was in the original series. It's
amazing.
I've been there. It's in an old market that my great aunt used to work. Not my great aunt. She was great, but my aunt used to work at.
Your lovely aunt.
My lovely aunt.
My great comma.
My great comma aunt. Love you, Lorraine. She was great. But she used to work at this, and so I used to visit her at this market. But they've since gone. But it was that's where this set is, and William Shatner goes there every year. Anybody from the Star Trek universe goes there every year. So, I mean, all the way up through Voyager, Picard, the whole deal. They all, it's called Ticonderoga.
Oh, sure.
Nice. Okay.
It's very cool. So if you're ever in Ticonderoga, New York, please check out the Star Wars experience there. Or Star Trek. Oh my gosh. Take that out. All right. If you're ever in Ticonderoga, New York, check out the Star Trek experience.
No,
all right, all right, there it is. If you're ever in Ticonderoga, New York, check out the Star Trek experience.
Luke Skywalker is my favorite Star Trek.
Yeah, there is a it's not there anymore. They're moving it, I think, to Philadelphia or something like that. But in South Georgia, there was a 1-for-1 scale model of the original series Enterprise.
And cool.
We visited that, I want to say 21, 22, something like that.
Yeah.
My wife and I, and it was awesome. The thing that sucks is the day we went, their power went out, so we had to go through the dark and see it.
Wow. Yeah.
They did open up like the bay doors and stuff like that. It was just like it looked like a storage, place or whatever. Like,
right.
But it was really, really cool. Especially then you go watch an episode and you're like, I was there. Oh my God. Kind of thing.
And at this one, they have like as you enter it, there's a gift shop. Obviously, you go through the gift shop first. But they do it like the old days, like you would do the rope pulley.
They held all that same stuff. Yeah,
and it says Desilu on the outside because they got they had the official license, and you rope pulley, and there you are, and it's so cool.
So I got to send you guys a list of Star Trek episodes and then a picture of me in the control room of the Enterprise.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Please do. We'll do one 1-to-1 because I have a picture in the control room of the Enterprise as well. Yeah, that's super cool.
Have you ever performed in Star Trek attire, uniform attire?
No, I don't even have any. Okay, I did this year. I didn't dress up for Halloween. Usually, I mean, I always do. I love Halloween, and this year I didn't. I was invited to like several parties, and I didn't go to any of them for one reason or another. Mm-hmm. The main reason we can go on Halloween is I just was spent, and I was like, I just don't have any energy to give anybody.
Okay.
And this is
That's a wise choice, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, people listening, if you are empty and you have nothing to give, don't make yourself do something that you don't want to do. Listen to your heart. Listen to your body.
Yep.
Wow.
Agreed.
The more you know. Yeah.
No, but if great. I had, I did think about ordering for the party but then I was like, I don't want to spend all that money because if I'm going to do it, I want to do it right too. I'm not just buying like a T-shirt with I want to get like a real thing. But yeah, the other thing I thought about being for Halloween was John Hammond from Jurassic Park. I got a pretty white beard right now.
Yeah, so. You could pull it off. That's true.
We spared no expense.
Yeah, exactly. Love that.
I did not know we were going to talk about all this, and I love this very much.
That's what a pickle home companion is all about.
Yeah. Usually I don't say it that way. Usually it's the guests that say that, but this time around I will.
Incredible. Was there more Lego talk? I don't want to move us on from that prematurely.
I could always talk about Legos, so I will spare the rest of you. But yeah, what are you excited for Black Friday for Lego? No, I won't.
I already shared that.
Well, did
Yeah,
you Pete,
exactly.
tell them about the Portland store with the Lego LPs?
Oh yes. Well, we talked about the secondhand Lego stores, and there's many great secondhand stores out there. I have a great one here in my area, the Providence Brick Exchange. They have some great stuff, but there's one in Portland at the what's the name of that mall again, please, Brock?
Oh, the Lloyd Center.
Thank you so much.
Wow.
It's called Brickdiculous, and they have there. I have it here right next to my computer. Vinyl records, and so this gentleman that runs the store, or someone associated with the store, on these little 2x2 plates, will do different. He'll make
That's awesome.
album covers into Lego. So that's Let It Be, the Beatles. I'll be happy to send you,
That's great.
Better resolution. They did the Blue Album by Weezer. There's Daft Punk. So like all these great things that they've done into Lego, and they give it to you in this beautiful cart. So
Yeah, that's great.
like often our vinyl is in these totes or these carrying cases. Like it's pretty great the way they did that.
Well, it sounds like if Pacifirecords gets to a 20th or 25th anniversary, that I need to make that
please
a
do.
giveaway or purchasing item or something for a limited time, because that sounds amazing.
And if you make a purchase item, I am there. There's the Weezer album.
That's great.
It's pretty great. Yeah, so it's pretty cool.
Yeah, all the people listening, it looked like a Weezer album.
Oh,
it did, but it also looked like they were Lego men. That was part of it.
And this is the great part, because I do the low lights. I'm releasing this one.
That's how you do it.
That's right.
There you go.
Pretty cool.
Well, and then I was just going to ask: is the place in Ticonderoga, the Trek set, is that where they shot Phase 1 or Phase 2? Sorry,
no, it is not where they shot Phase 2 at that set, but that is the set from Phase 2.
That's
yeah.
okay.
So I mean, if you see Jean-Luc Picard and he looks like Elvis, that's because the gentleman that did it is an Elvis impersonator by day, and he makes good money being an Elvis tribute artist. It makes very good money being an Elvis tribute artist. So that's why the captain of the ship looks like Elvis, because that is his creation. And so those sets were moved from his garage or somewhere on his property, and once they signed the lease for this old market, they moved all those sets to this market and then expanded on it, so they could do all the sets from the original series. So yes, those sets are from Phase 2, but not
all
at
right.
that location.
Matthew, do you know what Phase 2 is?
I believe it's the phase after Phase 1.
It's correct.
Well
yeah. So Phase 1 was essentially the original series for Star Trek, TOS, and there was a fan that always wanted the 5-year mission to continue, so they just made their own TV show. Presumably it was sanctioned in some way, but it wasn't funded by the big studios or anything. It was just a kind of labor of love project, kind of.
Yeah, and that's why it was okay, because it was a labor of love.
Sure. Okay.
Right, because they weren't making any money off of it. So, but yeah, that was kind of what it came out. Was that after Next Generation? I'm trying to remember when it was made.
It was either after or right around that time.
Okay.
And many of my friends, fun fact, are in that series. So yeah. So if you send me a clip, I'll be like, "Yep, there's Deb Cook. Yep, there's."
Well, we need to compile a list of the best episodes of Phase 2 so we can watch them and then incorporate them into the master list.
Yeah. I love that. I love that for all of us. Really,
it's beautiful. Kevin, I was going to ask you, did you know about Phase 2?
I did not.
Okay. Well, that's why you run this podcast.
Right.
So we can enrich you.
I'm writing this
Today
down.
I
I'll
learned.
share it with all of you.
Have you watched any of Lower Decks?
I have not. No, but I did. We do watch Strange New Worlds, and there was an episode where they had Lower Decks on there and had them come to life. And even though I didn't know anything about it, which I thought would really hinder the episode, it was great. So yeah, I'm sure it's great. I think I know that because it has lots of jokes about older Star Trek. I feel like I need to kind of watch it all and then go watch Lower Decks. So I don't, because I'm a completist. So if I were to see it now and then not get some jokes, I would want to have to rewatch it. So I'm just going to wait until I've seen everything and then watch it.
No, I appreciate that because we watched the whole thing during the pandemic, then watched Lower Decks, and it's amazing. It's got that beautiful Orville quality that they're trying to incorporate jokes. It's great.
Yep.
Matthew, I wanted to ask you about vinyl and cassette because
we're done with Star Trek. Okay.
Well, if that's okay,
it's fine. Done with Lego, done with Star Trek. Move on, Brock.
Make it so.
Yes, come on. Well done, sir. Engage. Continue.
Punch it.
All-star guest. All right, continue, Brock. Yeah. Please. We don't often throw Brock off, and I appreciate this very much.
Yeah.
May the force be with you, Brock. Continue.
Absolutely. That's right. Yeah. Live long and yeah. No, I was just going to ask about you've been running a record label, you've been commissioning. Presumably, you're not stamping the records yourself. You're not sitting there and dubbing the tapes from your own home stereo.
No, I want it to sound good.
Right. Well, so that's the thing. You have to subcontract. What has your experience been like making records, making tapes, evaluating test pressings, that sort of thing? Is it complex or is it like less complex than you would expect it to be?
The answer is yes and no. I love hearing and in some ways shaping the release. I love seeing the artwork and helping make that come to fruition. All those things are great. I mean, for instance, with Ephemera, like going through and like taking an album that I love and working really close with Hunter, who was also a huge fan, to make sure that we honored this album and made a great re-release of it was pretty incredible and really fun to do. And to be able to work with Aaron and hear an album that I knew frontwards and backwards and left and right and hear it remixed and remastered for the first time, and hearing things that I've never heard before and it being more clear and and great, like those, as a fan, you're just like, oh, no one else has heard this and I'm listening to this right now. Like that's incredible. To also like being involved. I mean, like everybody that's a part of this label so far is a friend of mine, and if they weren't to begin, they are now. And I'm really proud of everything they do. And like a Sequence of Echoes, Jonathan did the first song on the Starflyer comp, and I remember talking to him and going, dude, what you did was incredible. I don't know. I didn't know who he was at the time, that kind of stuff. I'm just like, amping him up. And then he's like, yeah, I would like to do more stuff. And I was like, send me anything you got. I would love to like hear it. And if we got room or whatever. And so he started that band and sent me, he's pretty good too, to wait to a point where, it's actually done, but he sent me the stuff and I was like, this is incredible. It was so well done. And so, yeah, that part's really, really great. And the artwork and being able to, you hear the songs and you're like, what will the art look like? We have an in-house graphic artist, Drew Montgomery. He's got a company called Drew Jaws Designs, and he's super, super talented. So we offer that if somebody wants it. But the way that I run the label is that I want the artists, the bands, to be in charge of their creative output. Like I want to be as hands off as possible. Like I want them from beginning until end, for them to be able to have control, and unless they need help, it's really great to kind of see what people come up with. And so far, I mean, I don't think I've ever had to, tell some after the point, tell somebody, I don't know about that kind of thing. Everything's looked great, sounded great, so I love all that. The least fun is actually the, sending in the order. I've done it, we've had 12 vinyl now. I've done it 12 times and I hate sending in orders. Every time I'm like, every time I'm like, is that the right? And I have to go back and look what I did for the last order. Like, yeah, I did that there. So yeah, that's what but it's just, it's not, like for instance, like, right. I'm doing something now where I had to get some, we needed to change pressings from one company to another company, and the stampers that they use, they call them the mothers. I never knew that, and I'm like, okay, well, how do and so like I feel like an idiot going, yeah, can I get like the stuff that you guys the stampers, the mothers? Oh yeah, those, like that kind of thing. And like it's just it's always like, I'm also not a graphic art guy, so it's like, do you want this finish? Do you want matte finish? You want gloss finish? And like I said, I keep all that up to the artists and stuff. But if they don't know or whatever, and I'm trying to navigate it, I'm not like the best at those things, so I have to like really. It takes me a little bit longer to go through it. So that's my least favorite part. But the best part is the beginning, hearing the songs, seeing the artwork, and the end when it comes to my house. I'm opening up the box and I'm going, "This looks incredible." The last release we were releasing this year is a posthumous album for our friend Richard Scherfe. He died in 2018, and he was a singer-songwriter out of Orlando, Florida. He had moved to Nashville right before he passed, and he does like Americana, alt country kind of stuff. Springsteen meets Tom Petty kind of thing. Super, super talented. And that project has been really amazing to work with. He, when he had passed, he'd had all these demos on his, like, whether they were just like voice demos on his phone or his computer, to demos he started like making on like, GarageBand, or even a couple songs that he had started in the studio but didn't finish, kind of thing. And my good friend CJ, and the guitar player Pacifico, he grieved for a long time, but when he passed, he had taken all that stuff, all the hard drive and the phone and everything. He had it all in his house or whatever in the cloud. And then when he finally felt like he was at a place, he went through and listened to it, and he picked out the songs, and then did a real Beatles kind of thing, went through and like picked out what songs were going to put on the album. And some of them were, like I said, just like him singing to his phone, like real shit. But he used stuff to separate it, and then went through and like cut each word and put it to a grid, and like did the whole thing. And like when I first heard that mix of that album, I cried. Like it was like,
that's incredible.
Hearing your friends sing again, and not only that, but just it's so well done. And like go listen to it. It comes out this Friday. Go listen to it. You're gonna go, there's no way this came from a phone. And like I said, some of them are a little better recorded, but not all of them, And he finished them out. He got friends of Richard's to like play on it, and a couple like session musicians, that because Richard wanted to have some real Nashville guys, so he had a couple songs. We had real Nashville, dudes in the studio, and so that was really great. And then the artwork too was awesome to put together, because our friend Mike Dunn, he's a portrait photographer that lives in Orlando. He had taken a portrait of him, and then they commissioned an artist to make a portrait painting of him. And we use that as the album cover, and just the process of putting all that together has just been really, really awesome. And then so when I got to open it up and like look at it for the first time, and hold it in my hands, it was like, this is, I get to be a part of this, like this is incredible. And that's my, the favorite thing is that I'm able to, I think when it comes down to anything that I do, all I want to do in this world, if I were to pass or whatever, is I want to highlight great artists. I think that there's way too many really, really talented people out there that don't have a voice. And so the reason that I agreed to do Pacific Records, the reason I want to continue doing it, is because I want to highlight great music and great artists. And I want to give them, I don't have a huge platform. I don't have a huge range, but I want to, in any way that I can, highlight what they do and help them get seen and heard, because there's just way too many people out there that we live in. I think it's great that we live in a world that right now the four of us could write, record, and release a song for everyone to hear tonight. That's a really cool thing. But at the same time, because of that, it's too much white noise. There's too much music. How do I find new music? Where do I, so like, if I can in any way help curate in some way, some of the music that I hear and some of the musicians that I know, for people to hear, I want to have good quality. So people go, if I could, I want to be one of those labels where people just buy release because they know it's going to be good, kind of thing. Right. And yeah, and I feel like I will say for myself, I feel like I've done that. For me as a listener, like I would buy every one of these, and I love every artist that we've done so far, and I want to continue that trend, and I just hope that people hear and see and appreciate the work that goes into this, because I think there are people that are still out there that think that a band gets in a room, they play live, they press record, then the album comes out next week and you've heard it. But there's so much more time and effort that goes into an album being created that people just don't understand. And I want people to be able to sit and listen and appreciate art again. And that's also why I do vinyl, because that is the best way for you to listen and appreciate a piece of art. You have to put it on. You have to listen to at least S side, unless you're going to be an idiot and stop it. But like if you put it on, you're listening, you got right. 6 songs in a row, 5-6 songs that you're listening to nonstop. And while you do it, you might be cooking, or you might be cleaning, or you might be sitting. But sometimes what the great thing is, you can take that album cover and look at the art and read the lyrics and appreciate the effort that went into this thing. And that's what I'm hoping to achieve.
Yeah, that's great. I love that. Thanks for the effort towards it. And I feel like there's at some level, like lots of labels are doing that. Some labels are just like, was it K-Tel, where it's just like 25 polka greats or whatever. But most labels,
that's the next release.
Yeah. Most labels are trying to do something to kind of curate and share stories and to, like, for this project for your friend, for example, memorializing someone to be able to remember them well, to be able to share a story and to share what's important. And that is kind of the wonderful thing, like you said, is that you get to put that out in the world and people get to listen to it. And so,
yeah, I just feel very lucky to have been a part of that. And like, it does seem cool too, because like I've always wanted to be a part of a record label, but I've never, I don't know, I think I'm the last person that's going to be like, oh, I'll do that, but I feel like this has definitely been dropped in my lap, and I've just been very lucky to be in the right place at the right time, and things happen. So I'm just happy to be a part of creating and releasing great music.
Good branding too. The logo is, I think, both retro inspired, but also kind of like current in terms of lines and minimalism and all that.
Thank you. Appreciate that.
It's a good brand.
Yeah, the only thing that I regret is that I called it Pacifirecords, because I was like, oh, it's released in Pacifico, and it's
sure.
And so many people call it Passy Records or Pacific Records. Like I get it. But it's not that hard. You said it right.
Yeah. Well, and I was hoping I was saying it right. I was poking around the internet looking the other day for your website, and I ended up on Pacific Records instead, which is a completely different label. So
yeah.
No,
we've been in a big feud with those guys.
Have you?
No, I'm just kidding.
Okay. Just thinking like cease and desist letters, etc., arriving to your door.
I have though in the past. There is a artist called Pacifico that lives in Italy, and I don't think that he functions anymore. But in the early 2000s, he was going pretty strong, and it was causing me a lot of problems. And like, we were a band first, but I looked into it all. Like, if he was an American band, I could have, probably fairly cheaply gotten to send him a cease and desist order and stuff. But because he was international, I'd have to get an international lawyer. I'd have to technically I didn't have a copyright internationally. I just had one, within our country and, regionally and stuff. So like, I couldn't really do anything about it. I'm poor and, so, but it was a pain in the ass to separate our music.
I would imagine so. Right. Mm-hmm. And it's easier now, but yeah,
it is easier now. But even today, there's some platforms where it's still, and at some point on the big ones, we're separated, but like smaller ones, I don't know, Deezer or
Napster,
Amazon Music or Napster. Yeah. I don't know where you're listening to music, but if you're listening to one of those kind of things, we might still have our music together. But other ones, we were able to separate it. But
I thought you were going to say you want to put him out, like do a little like collabo where you put his stuff out on your record.
I mean, his stuff's not bad, to be honest with you. It's just
there you go, split 7-inch.
It's so interesting you said that, because I thought that Luigi Di Crescenzo was joining us this evening, and but I'm really happy to meet you. But I thought it was Luigi.
I love that you just looked him up.
Yeah, I did, just for the bit. Okay. No, and also thank you for going along with the bit. Okay.
No problem. I would do an Italian Italian accent, but then I think that would be racist, so I'm not going
to. Yeah.
Seems ill-advised at this time in history. It would have killed 30 years ago, but so it goes. Timing is everything. I was going to ask Matthew, we occasionally on this show play games. Would you be interested in a brief game that might be fun, or it might be abysmally not fun? Who knows?
It's usually fun.
It's usually fun.
Yeah, let's go for it.
Okay.
And by usually it's until now or maybe after is fun.
That's right. I'm gonna put everybody on their own team. So Matthew, it's you versus Pete versus Kevin. All right.
All right. Let's go. Versus Brock or no?
No. I'm gonna host this thing.
Oh, okay, cool. Thank you, Drew Carey.
So I'm calling this. Yeah, that's right. The points don't matter.
Thank you, Bob Barker.
This game is called Pacific. Things you wouldn't expect on the West Coast.
Okay.
So I'm going to ask each of you a question. You got to keep track of your own scores, whether you get it right or not. Okay.
Pete, write this down.
But since Matthew's our guest, I'm going to start with you, Matthew, first. Is the northernmost rainforest in the continental U.S. located on the West Coast?
No. Oh, sorry.
That wasn't
not
for
me
you.
First.
I'm going to say yes, and I don't trust you. I think you're Googling. I'm going to say yes.
I'll sit back here. I will.
The answer is yes. It's the Hoh Rainforest in Washington State.
Once again, I did not Google because I got it wrong.
Not too far from Poor Old Lou's concert. Okay. Kevin.
Yes.
Is California naturally filled with native palm trees throughout the entire state?
No.
You are correct. Most palms in California were introduced. They aren't native statewide. Pete.
Yes, sir.
Does the West Coast host one of the world's largest collections of Victorian-era houses?
Oh, gosh. No.
The answer is yes. San
I
Francisco and surrounding areas hold huge Victorian districts.
Once again, because I am not Googling. Yes.
That's right. Yep. That's at least it's clean. At least it's fair.
For those of you playing at home, it's 1, 1 and 0 me. Got it.
All right. Matthew, is it common for camel farms in Oregon and Washington to seasonally outnumber nearby towns as human populations?
Yes.
You are correct. Some rural areas do see seasonal camelid population spikes. Presumably, I guess, yeah.
I did read once that camels were very, very popular in America for a long time, and then no longer. Go ahead.
Yeah. Did you see that in any of the old Western movies that you watched?
I mean, I saw some camels, but
sure.
I can't remember which one. It's Full of Dollars or something like that has camels on it or whatever. But of course, that was not even shot here. So,
right.
And true. And shout out to our other co-host, Jared. The Campbell Camels. That's all need to be said.
That's true. Yeah. That question is for him.
Yeah, that was for Jared, but he couldn't make it tonight.
Right. Kevin, is there an 18-mile long visible crack in the earth found outside the West Coast?
Wow, these questions are amazing.
Yes.
The answer is no. The largest visible fault crack is in Oregon.
Okay.
Do you know what it's called?
Nope.
It's my favorite natural feature name, crack in the ground. That's what it's called.
Okay.
Okay, so hear me out.
All right.
All right, Pete. Is there an Egyptian-style obelisk located in Seattle?
Yes.
Yes, you're correct. A prominent obelisk stands in Volunteer Park.
Come on, let's go. I've been to Seattle. Let's go.
That's right. Matthew, are warm water sharks never spotted off the coast of Alaska?
That's interesting wording.
It is. Yeah, that's how they get you.
That's why I'm saying to myself, they are located or seen. So I don't know how to word that, but they are seen up there.
Yes, they have been spotted near Alaska, even though it's Alaska. That's correct.
Right. And if you don't know, Alaska.
That's it. Yeah. Kevin, is Glass Beach in California made of natural crystals formed by volcanic eruptions?
No.
No, you are correct. Glass Beach is made of wave-polished sea glass from old dumping sites.
Yes.
All right. And Pete?
Yes.
Is there a species of fox on the West Coast that lives only on a single group of islands?
On the West Coast, is there a species of fox that only lives on a select group of islands on the West Coast? Yes.
The answer is yes. The island fox lives only on the Channel Islands.
Okay, great.
There we go. All right. You guys want to do one more round?
Yeah, let's do one more round. Do you want to know the scores? Because I wrote them down.
Yep.
What is our score?
At the end of 3 rounds, Matthew is leading 3.
There we go.
To 2. So, Matthew, you are ahead by 1 against myself and Kevin.
Guaranteed to at least win or tie.
That's right.
Let's go.
All right.
My hands are up here. I am not Googling.
Matthew, is the westernmost point of the continental U.S. found in Washington State?
Oh, come on.
Is Alaska considered continental because it's in the same?
That's a good question.
Yeah,
I would say the lower 48 for the context of this question, just to make it fair.
Because I'm like, that would be super easy. Except furthest west.
Yes, the westernmost point of the lower 48.
Oh,
No,
cool. Okay.
Okay. Do you have an idea of what you think it is?
I mean, I feel like if I'm looking at it, it butts out there in California and comes back up. So
Right.
I would
Yeah.
say California.
Angle is everything on this question because you take the continent, you just shift it a little bit, and suddenly, boom. But no, but at least by
Suddenly,
the
boom.
conventional measurement standards, Cape Alava, Washington is seen to be the farthest most west by latitudes only. No, longitudes. It is apparently it's real close.
I
to
wasn't
Oregon.
going by longitudes. God.
So it goes. Yeah, it's
right.
forgivable. Honestly,
So you're saying he got that wrong? Is that what we're saying?
Yeah, that is correct. Yeah, I got it wrong.
That's
sorry.
correct. Yeah. Okay.
What
Kevin,
are we winning in this? Is this like NPR style? Is this way
honor
don't tell
and
me?
glory, and I'll record your voicemail for you.
Thank you,
Ooh.
Brock. Could you record our voicemail? Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Thank you.
Kevin, is the ghost forest on the Oregon coast visible only at extremely low tides?
Ooh.
No.
Unfortunately, the answer is yes.
Oh.
Nescowan's ancient stumps emerge at low tide. It
On
is
your
a ghost
shoulder
forest, but only when the water goes way down. So,
All right, let's go. I'll come
Our
from
favorite
behind.
beach,
and
by the
maybe
way.
tie.
Okay, Pete,
I know I'm going to lose.
answer me
Everything's
this.
fine. Yes.
Did Catalina Island's buffalo herd originally arrive there as part of a film production?
Did Catalina Island's buffalo herd originally get there because of a film production? Interesting. So the Hallmark movie about the Buffalo Bills was not shot during that time. Let's see. All right. So I would say, you know what? Yes.
Yes, the answer is yes.
on.
The buffalo were left behind, like another movie, after a 1920s film crew finished shooting.
Nicolas Cage, did he star in that movie?
Not as a buffalo, no.
Okay. All right. Great. I just want to make sure. Or was it Kirk Cameron?
Well, that's debatable, I think.
He was the buffalo. Got
He
it.
was
Okay.
left behind. That's for sure.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
All
Thank you all for playing Pacific O. What scores do we have?
All right, so at the end of 4 rounds, Kevin, I'm so sorry, my friend, you came in last at 2, and then you know what? I came in second because you had a very strong round, very, very strong game, Matthew. I'm going to give you the victor. I had 3, but I lost the very first time, and the wording gets you everywhere, Matthew. You won it 3 to 2.9 to 2.
He concedes. There we go.
And Brock will record your outgoing message on your answering machine.
If so desired. That's right.
I'll do a quick question, game with you 3.
Let's go.
Here we go.
2 truths and a lie. You tell me
Okay.
which one's the lie.
Okay.
Okay. And these are Pacifico related.
Okay.
Okay. So number 1, did I give voice lessons to the famous actor Brendan Fraser? 2,
The Mummy.
did we have a song in a famous movie called Rush Hour? Or 3, did we play the famous venue, the Whiskey A Go-Go?
Interesting.
Okay.
So
and this is 2 truths and a lie.
So 2 of those are a truth and
2
one
of
is
those
a
are
lie.
true, 1 is a lie.
Because I remember reading about placement in movies, but I don't remember if it was Rush Hour or not. Got to think this over.
Is this where we write down our 2 truths and 1 lie so that we don't cheat?
Sure. Yeah, I can say 1, 2, 3, and then you can.
Okay. All right. 1, 2, 3.
Or at least maybe put your fingers up. How about that?
Okay,
I'll set the 3. Put your fingers up.
Okay. So what was the first one again?
First one was about Brendan Fraser.
Yeah.
Okay.
Voice
Second one
lessons.
was
Yeah.
Rush Hour, and the third
Rush
one
Hour.
was.
Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? Yes.
And third was what?
Whiskey a Go-Go.
Whiskey a Go-Go.
Whiskey. Okay.
I have been to the Whiskey a Go-Go, and I feel like that is a Pacifico sort of venue.
All right, ready?
Okay,
right.
so we're all going to put our fingers up when we say what? 1, 2, 3.
So we're saying so we're putting up the finger of the false.
Correct.
You're
guessing
Ported
the
falsehood.
And by the way, that makes great for an audio medium, so we will narrate.
Yeah, I'll call it out. I'll call it out.
All right, great. All right, beautiful.
All right, so
Thank
ready?
you.
3,
You've done this before. Got it.
2, 1. Put your hands up.
What am I putting up?
Yeah. What do you think is wrong?
Oh, it's a lie. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So we got 3, 3, and 1. So Pete says 3, Kevin says 3, Brock says 1. 2 is the
is the lie. Okay, so it wasn't Rush Hour.
Oh,
Rush Hour is the lie. Yeah,
so Jackie Chan did not like your music.
No.
Got it.
We didn't even get part of that. But I did give voice lessons to Brendan Fraser.
Oh,
he worked on a movie called Pawn Shop Chronicles. That also has Paul Walker and who played the Hobbit? What's his name? Elijah Wood. Yeah, he's in it too. And I helped write a song from that movie, and I did the vocal arrangement for the ladies, and he played Elvis in that movie, and I gave him voice lessons.
Wow.
And so that was interesting.
So it wasn't Leaving Las Vegas.
No. Pawn Shop Chronicles. And then in 2000, it was 2003, Pacifico moved to Los Angeles. And our manager basically screwed us. We had sent a bunch of money, and he was supposed to be getting us a place, and they were going to be living in LA and touring full time for a year. And we got out there, literally the first day we're out there, he told us that he had spent all our money and we had no place to stay. And so, and he asked us to get more money, and we're like, no, I don't think so.
Wow.
Luckily enough, we had friends that lived there, but he did set up a showcase for us. And so we played at the Whiskey a Go-Go, and we did a showcase for some labels, which, as you can tell, really amounted to a lot. But I did get to play that legendary venue. So that was really cool.
That's amazing.
Nice.
That's fantastic.
That's a phenomenal game. Yeah.
Well, thank you. That's that's good. It's not just trivia, because it's important information, but those are good facts to be aware of. That's still fascinating. I mean, so what were the movies that you did have placement in?
That's a good question. I know that we had there was a MTV show that we had music in. Most of the movies we had stuff in is probably not going to be anything you heard of. The biggest probably we were in a movie called Switched, which came out I think in 2020 or 19 or 21, somewhere around there, which is basically Freaky Friday. But we had like 7 songs in that movie.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a couple others, but I can't remember off the top of my head. I have to
that's
find
great,
that article or our bio and look it up. We also had a song that was in a downloadable for Rock Band, which is pretty cool.
Oh, that's
no way!
Cool.
Oh, really?
I couldn't win. I wrote the song. I couldn't even win. But
what was your experience with Rock Band? Because I feel like it was intended. We just talked about Rock Band recently with somebody else, but I feel like it was intended to replicate, kind of simulate the experience of playing a musical instrument. But I think like people had varying returns on that.
I think that in general, it does have the right idea. I mean, you do have to. I mean, rhythm is a lot of it, and you do have to. The rhythm is affected by a correct note, so there is some things there, but then at the same time, like the picking thing, obviously, unless you're strumming up and down, if you're actually playing some of those parts, you're only hitting that one note, so it doesn't really help with that at all. And just I know every song that was on that was probably, it wasn't all programmed by the exact same person, so it's their interpretation of the song for that
right.
medium. So some of them seem easier, some of them seem harder, some of them are like, are you effing kidding me? You know, like, but ours, I think I played on medium and I played on hard. Medium, I did okay. Hard, I couldn't even keep up, you know.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, the experience that happened is I had a buddy when I was living in North Carolina. He worked for a company that was helping independent bands because they had started a new downloading thing where you could download songs and then play it, you know, on the game.
Yeah.
So he had started working with a company that was doing that, and so he liked my music and was like, "We'll do one of your songs. Which one do you want?" And I was like, you know, it was right when our first full length came out, so the song "Stop" was on there.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
love that. Matthew, do you have anything that you're looking forward to in the next however long, the next big event? Are you planning for performances in the coming year? You planning for new releases for the label? Anything else that you'd want people to be excited about with you?
sure. Yeah. All right. Personally, with Pacifico, I've got a show in Atlanta on the 13th of December at Smith's Old Bar. If anybody wants to come out to that. And then we're starting next week. Next week, we're starting pre-production for our next full length. So that's exciting. And we'll record and release that probably next year if everything goes according to plan. And then the label, we've got a digital EP coming out by Kick Snare Crash on Black Friday. So that's exciting. And then we've got a single by a Canadian artist called Matthew Holtby that comes out in I think we're doing February. And then full lengths. I know that we're doing Kick Snare Crash has been recording their first full length record, and so that'll come out next year, and the Pacifico album will come out next year. Sequent Echoes has started on their next full length that'll come out next year, and they're also got a covers EP that they're working on.
Oh, cool.
And Aaron has talked about doing some more re-releases. I don't think he has any new, other than singles. I don't think he has any new full lengths that he's working on. He also is. I know that Aaron is going to be revamping his website, and we have talked about doing a project together. We'll see if that happens, but I would totally be down for that. Yeah, that's basically that. The podcast, we've got one more episode they're planning on doing before the end of the year. Brock, you sent in a voice message, which I thought was cool. We're going to do about AI.
I considered asking you a question about that, but I didn't want to scoop the episode. So
no, you're fine. Yeah. I mean, but yeah, we're going to do an episode about AI art and music and such. And so we're planning to have it recorded and out before the end of the year. That's the plan. And we're doing people are into that kind of thing. We have we're going to do a holiday party with our Patreon members and hang out and such. And so we're doing that. I think the 20th is what Aaron has decided on.
Cool.
Yeah, I think that's about it. I mean, we got some cool ideas for the new year. I think on a Moontraveling podcast, we're going to have Matt Goldman, another really great producer, Grammy nominated and platinum album producer, on there to talk production with Aaron and I. We also have talked with Aaron from Copeland. He's going to come on some point in time, and still want Aaron Gillespie to come on at some point too. And
Same.
We had Kevin Max agree to come on, but we have not been able to get our schedules to line. So,
Okay.
But yeah, we got some great, plans for the new year with that too.
Oh, that's pretty great.
Excellent.
And and definitely check out your podcast. I've added to my list.
Yeah, I think I've been a subscriber since the beginning, if I'm not mistaken. It's been,
yeah, I think you have.
Yeah, it's a great show though. I appreciate you guys always meet and chat with intention. It's always interesting stuff. It's always it's always thought provoking, and I enjoy it. So thank you for that.
Thanks. Yeah. He didn't want to do it, and I didn't want to do it really. Just about music. We wanted to talk about life,
Sure.
and be in, like you said, intentional and get into the nitty gritty and stuff. So we try to shed any inhibitions and just be real and honest and upfront.
Beautiful.
Did you get to go to Fashion while you were on the West Coast this last time?
This last time, no, but I went to Seattle with my wife. She went for a work event, and I went to hang out with Aaron. I want to say in May of this year, and went over to Vashon, and it was pretty awesome. To go, and like he showed us around, like, oh, this is that kind of thing, and cooked us some smash burgers and
perfect.
Had a really great time.
It's cool. A beautiful spot. The whole the fact that Chris Ballou from the Presidents of the United States of America lives out there, and I have yet to bump into him when I've been there, but I'll keep on trying.
The singer for the Fray lives there too.
I was going to say, he runs a record store there in the Village, and so I haven't been inside that yet either. But next time I go.
Yeah, we did see him. We waved at him, and Aaron talked to him for a second. But
oh, nice. All right. Well, hey, Matthew, I'm close to the time when I have to start putting my kids to bed. So thank you so much for joining us. Really appreciate it.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes, thank you for joining.
I would be remiss to not ask, how's the historic Fourth Ward doing?
Great. I'm so bad at I mean, I know what you're talking about, but I'm the person that I don't know the different neighborhoods or wards. So or you call it boroughs. I have no idea where that is exactly right now. But if I were looking on a calendar or a map, or if somebody was like, "Oh yeah, here, that's where we are," I go, "Oh okay, yeah." But yeah, Atlanta's great, and I like living here again, and it's pretty awesome. But
the only time I've ever been to Atlanta, I went to the historic Fourth Ward, and it was still they hadn't really developed it yet. It was still kind of in process. But there was this coffee shop called Dancing Goats that was good. They had good coffee.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I know where you are then. Yeah, Dancing Goats is great. Yeah.
And there was a venue down the street, I think, some old warehouse that had been converted into a performance space or something. So,
well,
yeah.
And I have been to Atlanta. Have you been to the historic Coca-Cola Museum?
Oh, yeah. I haven't been. No.
The Coca-Cola Museum. The only reason to do that is to drink all the stuff at the end.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly. And all the absolutely weird flavors. Right.
Yeah. I'll give a tip to you guys, anyone listening. If I go travel anywhere, there's two websites that I pull up. One, and I guess Brock, if you travel a lot, I don't know if Pete or Kevin do, but
I do, yeah.
Well, one of the websites I pull up is Atlas Obscura.
Yes,
100%.
Yeah.
Has stupid, weird stuff to look at. Another one that I pull up is TV food maps. So anything that's ever been featured on the Food Network is on there. You can look on a map, or you can put in the city, and it'll tell you. And it'll tell you what show it was on. Some of them they'll tell you what to eat. Sometimes they won't. But that's been really good. And if you like ghosts, look at Shadowlands. That's pretty awesome too. You can look up where they curate it pretty well, and you can look up where the ghosts are there. And they only post stuff up that because they'll take submissions, and after they've gotten so many submissions of the same thing, then they'll post it up.
So I had no idea that was a thing. That's fascinating.
Yeah. So there's some fun things to do on your travels.
Oh, kind of a paranormal heat map or cold map, as the case may be.
Right.
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah,
I love it.
Can't talk about static electricity anymore, though.
Yeah, well, it's about to unstabilize our connections again.
Yeah, I know. We saw what happened first time. Yeah,
seriously.
Brock, do you have an outro?
And that's the news from Lake Skabegon, where all the Pacifico records are strong, all of the record labels and packaging are good looking, and Matthew himself is above average.
Oh, onward, pickled soldiers.
We did it, guys. Another perfect podcast.
Sure did. Absolutely flawless.
One other thing I wanted to get into before you go, I really wanted to know about.
As I got hit by a car, there was a message for me. As I went through the windshield, I noticed something subliminal. It had a noticeable way. Important and hard to say.
Dr. Oz, we love you.
Yeah, please let's offer all of our sacrifices.
Thank you for being a Patreon member.
That's right. He supports us at our highest tier, and he gets all of the benefits that go with it.
I'm so sorry, Dr. Oz. It's the young lady that came from afar. She came from the stars. She fell very far. Kansas, she said, was the name of the star. I apologize, Wizard Miles.
Pay no attention to the man behind the curtain.
That's right, Dr. Oz.
Done, sir. Done.
Yeah.
Oh, so good. Oh.
Thank you so much for having me.
Well done.
And we'll cut it there.
Perfect.
Thank you guys so much for having me.
Oh,
Absolutely. Thank you, Matthew. Really appreciate it.
Oh.